Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new, and today I have a very exciting video as it is the createasim video for the heir to our new legacy challenge let's play that we will be starting on my channel. It is my very own legacy challenge that I created. I just made a video about it, but it is the applewhimslegacy challenge. I'm actually recording this voiceover um before that video even goes out, so I don't know how the response is yet. Hopefully it is good. Hopefully people have been able to see it, whether you're a viewer of my channel, like a average viewer, or if it's new viewers that are just discovering my channel and just discovering that legacy challenge. That would be really cool, but I honestly have no idea. But like I said, Apple Whims Legacy Challenge, I just made a video about it. I'll make sure to have it as a card in this video, so go check that out first if you'd like. I will go over the Gen 1 rules in this video, but in that video I go over the challenge description, the legacy rules of, like, in general, what packs will be needed for every generation, and I go over the story and the challenge rules for every single generation in that video. It is a 10 generation legacy challenge, as most legacy challenges are. And yeah, for my legacy challenge, I don't really do a color scheme and for every generation. Like, I feel like that's a very common thing nowadays for legacy challenges, is to the association of colors. I personally do that with my own Sims. All my Sims have a color scheme, and they all, like, for example, Sheffield, Luna, and Noah. Noah always wears blue and only blue, or like blue and white, and Noah always wears like that Noah always wears blues and whites, and Luna always wears oranges and blacks. And I did the same thing for this sim as well, but the legacy challenge doesn't give specific colors. So if you do want to do a color scheme for every generation, like I kind of do with my sims, go right ahead. If you want to give them whatever colors they want to wear, if they can wear any color, it's up to you. But for example, maybe if you want to follow alongside me, this sim, I'm going to introduce her in a second. Her color schemes were like plummy purples, or just purple in general, to be honest, and red. But it's not a color scheme specific for Gen 1. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm rambling. Okay, let me introduce our sim here. This is Eloise Faye. We'll learn more about her in the first part of this Let's Play, so I don't want to go over it, but I will go over the Gen 1 general story rule, like plot idea description, there you go, and the Gen 1 rules. So I already did this in my previous video, so sorry for repeating if you've already seen it, but Gen 1, the life for me. An odd child with many skills and hobbies, you never knew what you wanted to do with your life. It wasn't until recently moving into a new town when you really started thinking about everything. You moved in and immediately started your career as a salary person. This was a job that you had no true interest in, but you had anyways. You had a true passion for animals. You would have always had a pet your entire life and believed that you couldn't live without one. When you were younger, you believed that you would become a veterinarian, but people put this idea into your head that you would be better off with a desk job, considering how squeamish you are. Squeamish, that's a fun word to say. But you dropped this dream until meeting the love of your life. They inspire you to move forward with your dreams, so you start to get there slowly. You quit your job as a supervisor, and you begin selling your knitted creations and open a small vet clinic. Over time, both of your businesses grow, and your life begins to feel like a dream, making your younger self proud and starting both your own businesses and a family of your own. So that is the description. Before I get into the rules, I just want to talk about how beautiful Eloise is. I think she came out super cute. As you can see, I was fiddling with her genetics for quite some time. Even everything in this video, like, I did end up cutting out a lot of the hair process, and even there was another thing that I was struggling so bad. Her eyes, you'll see later on, I'm like giving her like additional skin details to her body that I struggled with, that I had to cut so much out of. And even her, I think, no, I think it was it. I think that was it for the most part. I think it was mainly her eyes, hair, and then skin details. but she's so gorgeous. I'm glad that I went through and, like, spent as much time on her as I did because I think she's a very beautiful sim, and I gave her a very specific style. You'll see, I'll talk about it more once I get through the Gen 1 rules, but I love her style. It's very, like, fun. But yeah, the Gen 1 rules. You must start with a pet in your household, but they must be an elder. Now, I totally forgot to do this in the createasim video, but don't worry, I did it literally after I pressed record and, like, shut down my OBS, put my mic away, all that jazz. Not my mic, I didn't record a voiceover, I'm doing it now. What am I saying? I realized, oh no, I did not give her a pet. I did it right after. So if I remember, I'll plop them on the screen right here. I don't remember the pet's name. I'm so sorry, or else I would tell you what the pet's name is. I feel like a horrible person. But anyways, must start with a pet, must be an elder. And you must have at least 5 different pets throughout your entire life. You must marry a sim who is a doctor. You must join the salary person career and go into the supervisor branch, but then quit 2 work days after joining this branch. So maybe if, like, you get a raise, like, and then immediately, like, the next 2 sim days or one of the next sim days is a day off, that doesn't count. You have to do it. You have to let them work 2 days before they quit. Not 2 sim days, but 2 work days after joining the branch. You must run a vet clinic and must attend work there at least 4 times. So go in and actually play with your gameplay in the vet clinic at least 4 times. You must sell your knitted work on Plopsy as a side hustle. You can also do a side business if you want, like, with the business and hobbies, a small business. You must complete the Lord/Lady of the Knits aspiration. You must have either the cat lover or dog lover trait, or both if you would like. I didn't end up keeping both for her. I think I ended up giving her cat lover or dog lover, cat lover. I don't remember. I gave her one of them, I don't recall. And creative and squeamish, because I didn't want her to have both. And then you must max the veterinarian and knitting skills, and optional also the dance skill. In my original version of my gameplay, when I first played my challenge, I did not do the dance skill with my Gen 1 sim because they just didn't fit the vibes. But for her, Eloise definitely will be doing that. But that is the Gen 1 description and the rules. And I can finally talk about her outfits. I love her style. Like, I love these, like, her hair and glasses is giving, like, Y2K to me kind of vibes. I don't know. Maybe I'm totally off. I actually don't know trends that well. But that's the vibes. And as you can see from her, like, first outfit, it's very, like, put together, very, like, businesswoman chic. What's it called? Office siren? Is that, like, the thing on TikTok right now? I think it is. But I love it. I definitely see that as, like, her outfit that she wears to work. Well, like, her other 2 outfits are definitely a lot more chill, a lot more laid back. Like, she doesn't slick her hair back. She has, like, these messy braids with her, like, very long and beautiful hair. And yeah, she wears, like, her little dresses and her cardigans, but she also wears, like, these more, like, flowy things, while, like, to work, she would totally wear, like, that little button-up t-shirt, and I think it's so cute. I can't wait for the first part where you guys see all of her outfits. I love how her outfits turned out. I just love how this sim turned out in general, and I am so excited to actually get back into my own challenge. Like I said in my video before, or you can even check it out on my channel. The videos are still up. I went through my channel recently and did, like, a cleanse, removing a lot of old videos. Um, but yeah, they are still up. You can see my original gameplay, but my Sims, I loved those Sims so, so, so much. And she has a very different style from my original Sim for this challenge, which was Poppy Gray. But I'm very excited. Oh my god, I just realized their names are Poppy Gray and Eloise Faye. That is kind of funny. Did not do that on purpose, by the way. I'd like to state that for the record, but I think that is so, so, so cute that their names kind of match and they're both my heirs. But yeah, I cannot wait to start playing with Eloise, and I can't wait to get into this challenge. I have not played it in a very long time. As I said in my other video, I played it, I tried it, and I literally just got impatient. impatient waiting for my Gen 3 heir to age up from a child because I couldn't really do anything in the meantime because the Gen 2 heir had already finished all rules for the Gen 2 stuff. So yeah, it was kind of a crazy thing. But I loved those Sims so much at the time when I played with them. They honestly were my favorite. I had so much, I know it's my challenge, and like it feels kind of like weird to be like, oh my god, I love my challenge so much. Like it's so much fun. But like it genuinely is. Like I wrote it and created it for a reason for me to branch out and do kind of like different things that I might not typically do in my game. So hopefully you guys can relate if you do check out the challenge and decide to try it out for yourselves. Obviously that is a goal that would really make my day if you guys were to tell me that you did that. But yeah, that is the end of this video, guys. I really hope you're excited for this Let's Play on my channel. If you haven't already, leave a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.